Alright, back to the ultimate shop cart build. We are building an adapter to adapt to lowering powertrains out of vehicles. So we want to be able to support the subframe, the engine, transmission, all of those things on most of your all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive applications, and some of your rear-wheel drive applications. Most of your newer modern vehicles require the powertrain to go out of the bottom, so we are building ourselves the ability to do that and try to keep it as universal as possible, and we can always adapt and change it as we need to. Let's get into it. Alright, so I've cut 4 pieces, 2-inch square tube, 14 gauge, 11 3/4 inch long. So the reason I cut them to 11 3/4 inch long is because that was the length of the material I had left over from this build. So, in an effort not to try to waste any material, I started with that, and then we'll build from there. So in order to support the upright pieces so they can't tip like that, we are taking some 2-inch long pieces of angle iron and welding them in there as a support piece. Now I got to take this one down a little bit with the angle grinder to fit. I like to make them nice friction fit. Don't want to wedge them in there too hard. And put a load on our channel. You want to make sure that that channel slides nice and free. That's still a little bit tighter fit than what I'd like. Woo! Gets a little hot. Grab ourselves a pair of ice grips here. Don't suppose I need to be burning my fingers for no reason, eh? That's almost right. Let's try it this way. We're going to remove a little bit more material yet. Much nicer fit. Nice. This one. Good job, Rick. This welding wire is cheap. I only got one that fits a little snugger than what I want, but I'm hoping it'll free up after. This one, this one here fits a little bit tighter than I wanted it to, but I think it'll free up once I'll take a rubber mallet and knock the attachments in and out a little bit. It'll be fine. I expected that side to be a little bit stuck, which is okay. It's not a huge deal. Yeah, you can feel it as it that'll loosen up in there. A little tension on it. I prefer that they fit kind of snug. Don't want to move around a lot. But yet come apart relatively easy, so I don't need got no problems here. Well, so far, I'm happy with that. All right, guys, there's your final product, and happy Saturday, by the way. Did a couple other things last night. We put up a new row of shelving up there so we could move some things up and create some more storage. So now we can have our antifreeze there, some ATF. We still got some bulk oil that we gotta make some places for, but that's for another time and not something that I really gonna worry about putting on making a video of. But that shelving creates a lot of extra storage. There's 32 feet of shelf there, so we'll be able to increase our oil filter inventory, and along with a few other new inventories that we're gonna have. But so we have the eyelets here. Again, you can loosen these up, slide them as needed. be able to mount things, other mounting apparatuses and fixtures to that as well. These slide in and are removable, so you can break it down, make it a completely flat cart. If a guy needs to, you can throw a sheet of plywood on it, or we could put a couple of slats on a sheet of plywood so it would basically sit in between the angle irons and, lock itself in there. But that will work for holding that powertrain, I do believe, and being able to strap it down and have it secure. Working at the Ford dealership for 18 years, as many of you know, and some of you may not, especially the new arrivals to this channel. I worked as a Ford dealership mechanic for 18 years. We had what was called a powertrain lift, hydraulic cylinder, and a couple parallel arms that lifted a platform. And I dropped many powertrains with it. That for me was sketchy because there were so many pivot points and it would get loose and wonky, and yeah, it just, I like stable and rigid, and you still ended up having to climb up on a ladder to take the bolts out because it was so high. So you had to get on a ladder to get the bolts out, the remaining bolts out to get it free, and then either let the powertrain down or lift the vehicle up. So I think this is a good compromise because I can set the powertrain on it, remove the bolts, probably just standing on a stool, and then be able to lift the body off of it. Here comes Connor. Anyway, so that's the powertrain stand, guys. I got a lot of shit to do. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Connor's got shit to do too, so questions, comments down below. Grab a membership if you'd like, and we'll see you on the next one.